map for Doom, the Stronghold game.
I remember that. Wasn't that a Skulltag mode?
No, it's not. Well, Skulltag's released a multiplayer client for Doom. It's a PWOD called Stronghold, and it's just basically a wave defense game. You've got to just stop an army of monsters getting to your defense and walking through a portal. But there's a Silent Hill town type one where you're stopping these people wearing orderly outfits, I think, and stop them from getting to your little tower defense thing. And it really does look quite good, that level. I mean, I remember seeing it on YouTube, and I got the PWOD for it, but I haven't actually gotten that far in it yet. In fact, I was only really playing it very recently and just doing the first couple of missions. And there's the sound of some kind of noise.
A baby.
A baby getting totally sandwiched by this gaffer up here. What is that?
Anything else in the dark? Well, maybe it.
Radioactive baby. In any case. Right, where are we? Dead body. Room 202, that's just outside and around the corner, I think.
Yeah, it is. I think that was the one that was locked as well.
Yeah, the locked door. It's like it's the first one on the right here, yeah. No, it's not, it's totally...
Just past the stairwell door.
It's totally this one then. This is the butterfly room now, isn't it? The one with the moths.
It is indeed where you get the clockwork key.
They're all hanging around, being bros and hoes. Where am I going? Christ, the winds outside here are just mental. Not in the game, in real life, of course. We're having pretty strong gale force winds.
Up to 90, 100 miles an hour.
About that, yeah. Like, I was at the bus station today coming down here to do this recording, and the wind had blown in one of the Perspex windows you get at bus shelters. It had actually blown one of them in, and the glass was all over the ground, and it looked quite dangerous. But
they're always firmly secured, those.
Yeah. And not one on the bus down, not one bin in Abbey View was standing up straight. They were all down for the count, which was quite funny. I'm going back to get the clock. Shit, stupid me. But yeah. So I was at the bus station, people getting blown about and stuff. I was listening to my iPod. The first thing that comes on is the Skyrim theme. So I'm thinking, there's some invisible person running around going, Force Ronda! Just blowing people about with their thumb.
And getting everyone to cartwheel about.
Starfish. Starfish over the bus. Buses. That's the pause button. Whoops.
Doing Diddy Kong jumps and shit.
Yes. Yeah, as of late I've been playing a lot of the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Kind of late to the Skyrim party because I had other things to play at the time. Skyward Sword being a good example. But I bought it on a whim and loved it. I mean, I'd only ever played literally like an hour of Oblivion and thinking, well, you know what? I got the Game of the Year edition on Steam for like £6, which is pretty decent for a game of that magnitude. But when I was playing, I was like, everybody in this game is made of rubber. They look like Gumby's retarded cousins. But I think given a chance, it's probably a really good game. But I played it for a bit and just sort of stopped and never kind of looked at it again. And then I bought Skyrim, thinking I hope I've made a wise purchase here, because I hope it's just not like a better version of Oblivion. Like, well, actually that's what I did hope it was. What am I saying?
You mean you didn't think, you were hoping it wasn't going to be worse?
Yeah, or around about the same, but it turns out it's miles better. Loving it, so I was playing through that, and I just love the idea of shouting at people to make them fly away if they annoy you. So that's something I often wish I could do in real life. That would be
Shout them
hilarious.
to orbit.
Yes. Your vocal cords could be classed as lethal weapons by your local police department. Something that you don't want to happen. But yeah, it's a good game. But now, lately I took a break from Skyrim. I'm even like in the 20s or whatever, so we shouldn't have pulled down, but I took a break from Skyrim to go back to Skyward Sword. And that's a fantastic Zelda game. Hey! Let's have a tea party. Huh?
One of the most classic
See, it doesn't look like he's trying to rape him, more like he's trying to shove that one down the sink, but the waste disposal. He's like, I've had enough of you, you can go down there. Because that's what you do if your spouse, if you're fed up sometimes.
just to claim the insurance money.
Oh, no doubt. I like how he tries to sort of struggle. I don't know what's going on there. Is it are they stumbling? Or is he having a dance? Or just having a bit of a giggle going on? Either way. I would shit myself if I saw that in real life. Just some guy with a big pointy head staring at you.
What's the hell?
Yeah.
They're showings.
Believe it or not, it's hard to see, but there's different renditions of Pyramid Head throughout the different games and the movie and stuff, but that version, the very first version, he can in fact see. He's got a small square hole on the front of his helmet. You can see it. The best thing to do is to get the ragdoll from Gary's mod, because that was ripped straight from this. And he does, he has a little square hole in his helmet, and some believe a black spiky tentacle comes out of it to stab people with, but I think that's just a rumour.
Possibly.
But, well, if there's a hole in the helmet, I think that serves no other purpose apart from being a hole to see from. Well, I was quite interested when completing Silent Hill Homecoming. It gave you a great insight as to how the helmet actually stays on and stays in place. If you get the Bogeyman ending, where two Pyramid Heads strap Alex down and they affix a head, pyramid helmet onto his head, and the thing is lined with spikes, like it's lined with like a uniform grid of just pyramidal spikes, and it must just dig into your head and just keeps it held in place. And the mask comes in two halves, which is really interesting, and it just goes to show how painful wearing the thing is. So it's no bloody wonder he goes around stabbing people all the time.
It's got bolts in it as well.
Yeah, it's bolted shut. So it kind of looks as if if that's the way they work, then it kind of looks as if once that's on, it's not coming off. Like you've had it. May as well just sit down in a corner and wave a white flag, because it's not coming off. You've had it. Either way,
Medieval Executioner is based on too.
yeah, it's based on the Pyramid Head people were like, just executioners. I think they lived in Silent Hill, and it was obviously, I think originally it was just people who just wore the helmet, like it wasn't bolted on, they could take it off because it was their job or something, and they'd execute, criminals and sinners and whatnot. I think that's what it was. But this variation, the one that's following James around is obviously his own subconscious trying to punish him for smothering his wife with a pillow because she was being a mega bitch because she was ill. So when you think about it, James is pretty evil when it comes to that. But
Nasty boy, yeah.
But regardless, we love him anyway. He's one of the more human protagonists of the series, I would say. Not like Henry. Henry's like stoned half the time. He doesn't know what day it is. He's like, oh.
He never shows any emotion.
It's like, oh, what is that?
He's like, what the hell?
What is this? Oh, there's like a bald man coming through the wall. I'll just maybe offer him a biscuit and maybe a joint, like the ones I've clearly been smoking.
And that journalist that pops through his ceiling.
Yeah, Jasper Carrot. This is where I get the 6-pack from.
It is indeed.
Yeah, strange items you get in this game. This is like a 6-pack of what I can only assume to be orange juice.
Canned juice, yeah. Fanta, Sunkist.
Iron Brew.
Or Iron Brew.
Fucking better be. And it's used for a very elaborate puzzle just by ramming it down a laundry chute. But that's what got me was the fact the impact and the noise it seems to make it. It makes it look as if
it's filled with concrete.
Yeah, it's like a lot heavier than it lets on, which is quite funny.
Probably the same concrete that some tenants used to seal themselves in their apartments around these buildings.
I mean, it's obviously not the case. I mean, why do people go to great lengths to do that shit? But it's just something funny to notice. It's the second.
I know, because how are they going to get out? And need provisions.
That's probably how. Go stick the juice down. If I could just indicate and turn right in here. And down it goes. Just beep, 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 beep. Reverse out there. And I'll go
Here's a truck.
A coin. He's a trucker. No, he's not. Travis is the trucker.
Travis probably delivered that juice.
There's a coin in the garbage.
And a reference to Silent Hill 4.
What reference?
Walter Sullivan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Sullivan. Blah blah blah.
The main villain in that game.
Yep.
It just turns out to be trapped in the cavity wall in Henry's apartment.
Room 302.
Crucified himself.
Don't know how he managed to hammer the last nail in, but you know, props to him.
And then he just sinks into a pool.
He does, and it's like really disgusting black water. I mean, I don't want to know what that would have been, but oh well, I'm not going to question it. Not me. And then there's the snake kind of thing on this rope. Oh, don't fall, James. It's like sometimes you end up targeting when these enemies are trying to grab the corner. It's annoying sometimes, but yep. I'm just waiting for the water. Oh, I want the water, so I can go ice skating. Or something like that. And then I think we'll just see what is fat and bum being sick. Well, you're not sick from your bum, that's called diarrhea. Fine. I couldn't get the door without targeting it, so I just finished it off. Stand down. Give a pun up the arse. Is that bullets? Yep. Love the vomiting noises.
He's speaking French.
I'll have to skip this because the FMV cutscenes go a bit funny on the emulator. It's just a small glitch. Yeah, I'm skipping the cutscenes in case you've not noticed. It's a 10-year-old game. You know, there's no chance of any spoilers. I mean, come on, you must have played this by now, guys. I mean, keep up. But if you want the cutscenes, just YouTube them because I really don't want to sit and watch them all again. As much as I enjoy them, but for the sake of recording the video, it saves us disk space and it saves me time editing them and uploading them.
And memory. Well, that is disk space.
Yes. But it's so important it had to be said twice. Despite the fact Sharpie's got a nice new computer.